Space, the final frontier. These are the voyages of the starship Atlantis. On its ongoing mission to put right what once was wrong in the universe, and to save as many lives as you can in the process. This is Star Trek, Jim, but not as we know it. Captain, we have Admiral Trek on subspace. Patch your through. How much do you know about the destruction of Romulus, Captain? The initial explosion did not occur in the Romulus system. It was in the U.S.S system, which has planets which been mined for decalapium. Made up name, apparently. The supernova acted counter to almost all we know about this type of phenomenon. The initial explosion converted the mass of the planets it consumed into energies, which then traveled through subspace. Ultimately, the Romulus system was destroyed, along with it the Romulan homeworld. Unchecked, the force of this chain reaction detonation could have been threatened the entire quadrant. It was Ambassador Spock who sealed the rift by using red matter to create an artificial black hole. The U.S. system has been offline to normal traffic since. Spock and the Romulan, known as Nero, were lost there. Even Empress Saleya respects his quarantine. Admiral Janeway conducted the first scientific survey of the U.S. system in 2388. Since then, we've been sending ships out on a regular basis to survey the system and attempt to determine a cause for what happened. I need you to conduct your own investigation. Perhaps after all this time, the U.S.S Atlantis will be the one to solve the mystery. That kind of links it to, we'll just make this so, and we'll set a course. Yeah, this kind of links it up to the Spock story. You remember in the movies, Spock dropped the red matter and it caused it to the supernova. That's similar to, that's what Nero did. Nero destroyed the planet. He had little choice in the matter. And yeah, if you've watched, we're talking about Star Trek, the new motion pictures, the new ones done, actually Star Trek, and the one with Captain Kirk and their Spock and all that, you know what I'm talking about. J.J. Abrams, yeah. Now you know exactly what I'm talking about. This is a link to that. So this story is a wee bit of a twist to it. It sends me back to the scene of the crime, where actually this happened with Spock.
On a forgotten world, a shadow of great evil lurks, waiting for the chance to strike. The truth behind the destruction of the Romulus system may be the harbinger of the greatest threat the Federation has ever faced.
Yeah, just as Spock says there, it's kind of, this links the story up. So we're going to do a scientific survey on U.S. system, and we'll see how this goes. Welcome back aboard the U.S.S Atlantis. Sorry, I know, but I'm supposed to be doing RP, but I'm kind of out of character right now. Entering the U.S. system, Captain. The Romulan government is allowing Starfleet to conduct a scientific survey on the U.S. system, which has been under quarantine since the star went supernova in 2387. After all this time, we still don't know why the explosion happened that way. It did. When the star went supernova, it converted the mass of planets it consumed into energy. That energy traveled through subspace to other systems, including Romulus, which was some 500 light years away. Billions of Romulans and Remans died in the explosion. Captain, I'm dictating, yeah. A great word, that. I'm detecting Riemann ships in this area. I would expect that they're here to keep an eye on us. We're being held by Commander Karatek of the Sistesh. Wow, it's a great name that. Put me on the screen. Why is your head chopped off? We have been informed of your mission, Captain, and I have decided reluctantly to permit your survey. I dislike Starfleet. I especially dislike your habit of treating the galaxy like it's your personal plaything. For your own safety, do not approach the supernova remnant, and do not orbit anything but the Hobus free planetoid directly in front of you. Conduct your scans and then depart quickly. Well, the Sistesh has been a bit of a dick. But let's get to work. We're here on a scientific mission back aboard the Atlantis. I'm a couple of levels off Rear Admiral, and then we'll get a new starship. It's been an okay ship, but it just doesn't tank damage very well. And I need something that's a bit more able to take the damage. Whoops. The planetoid's core contains trace signs of proto-matter, sir. We should get a sample. Scanners are also picking up some odd readings from some of the silvery asteroids near the core. Recommend we investigate them as well. Oh, stop! Got your reverse now. Ramming course. Right, let's turn around. Okay, so silver fragments to scan. Captain, the Sistesh is decloaked. It's firing up disruptors. We're being targeted. Yeah, he's been a dick. Why are you being such a cock? Why am I locked? Attack Baton Alpha Beta. And powering up the weapons. I get first shot because he's stuck with a cloud. I can get this track to be right now. He basically. Oh wow! Tractor P-Moki. You just rip through my shield like they were like sandpaper. I hate this shit. I'll be delighted once I get rid of this piece of crap. I don't know, people like the Defiant, but it's so bad. Maybe it's my style of attacking, but the shields on this ship are terrible. It requires you pummeling the ship really quickly. Yeah, you can do that, and you can hit really quickly, but you're being a lot on you. You're being a lot on your ability to deal with that damage. See that on that side? Oh, my shield's are failing again. I need that frickin' tractor beam, which I'm not gonna like, I'm just gonna escape from because tractor beams are OP! Oh, there's a lot. He's still using that. I need some. I need to get out of here. Got a frickin' tractor beam. Get me some distance. Oh my god. I knew it as well. I was like, get me some distance from this. I've looked at my build and stuff and there's not really anything wrong. Phantom hail from the Success, Captain. Do you want it on the main rear screen? Do not gloat, Captain. Your victory will be short-lived. If you value your life, you will leave the system immediately. Recommend we examine the two remaining planets, sir. There is obviously something here that Commander Karatic doesn't want us to find. Well, I had to do a great deal of editing on that one. It was quite nasty. My current obviously tactics weren't good enough. I had to do hit and runs because the ship's not able to handle it. If you really want to see that, I might do an outtake video of that mess, but I managed to get it done anyway. So. Okay, we got some other stuff to actually scout. Heading towards scanning range, roughly about here in the green stuff. Opus 3 shows signs of protomatter explosion and debris on the surface that could have come from some sort of processing operation gone wrong. I recommend we take a sample for further study. Scanners are detecting some kind of shield covering a large crater on the surface of Hobus. Captain, there must be something that Commander Karatic didn't want us to discover. Well, Karatic certainly was erratic. I see a warbird, and it's actually... And the whole set of them. Okay, engage in the warbird. I'm gonna do a bit better than against that massive warbird here, man. Against the weird fish, then fine, but big bosses, I don't know. Line my cannons, it's just gonna rip. I just spin the ship around. That will do switches. Lock it on. I was trying to go too fast. Got heavily windy there. And that's all, folks. I don't care about the light boardboards, I don't need to go there, I just need to go Hobus 1. There's a shield in Hobus 1. Let's just go there. Ah, there we go. Got the orbit here. Can we go up, please? Scan that. There are strange energy signals coming from the surface of the planet. I'm picking up deposits of protomatter, the calcium and techosite, and equipment that could be used to produce these materials. Captain, in sufficient quantities, those three substances could be combined to create an explosive device of massive power. If it were to be loaded into a probe and sent into a healthy star, it would create a supernova. I recommend we collect samples, sir. We need to know more. Captain, the Sistesh is back. Where the heck is he? I'm running away from him. Because he'll have full power again and I'll need a good strafe. Activate cannons. Give me everything you've got. That's that frickin' tractor being shite. I'm getting out of here. Can I my speed? Minute. Oh wow! This mission is right at our deck. This ship is hailing us, Captain. Putting it on screen now. This is over. I will have your head mounted on my wall. Captain, it's time to take action. We should beam down to the surface and find out what's going on. They've attacked the Atlantis and endangered our crew. It's time to discover what they're trying to protect. What, you're gonna transport down to the planet when they've attacked the Atlantis twice, and more likely will attack the Atlantis again while I'm putting them down some planet when they're frankly still alive. Who's in charge? I'm in charge, but never mind. Let's go and transport down to the planet. This mission's full of things that don't make sense. And it's also uber hard. On a couple of occasions, that board has kicked my backside severely. This is clearly some kind of mining operation. Based on what we've seen thus far, I'd say that the Romulans don't know about it, and the Remans want to keep it that way. We should collect samples of the elements they are processing here as evidence. We will be able to compare them to the energy signature of the supernova and determine if material from the planet we used to create the cataclysmic explosion. I also recommend that we scan each of the power conduits hubs in the area to learn more, sir. There is something strange going on here. Trying to do Ghostbusters at this point. There's something strange in the neighborhood. Who gonna call? Power conduit is giving us some confusing readings. We will need to inspect the other two conduits in this area to get a complete picture of the situation. I'll give you a complete picture of the situation. There's a lot of dots in my map. The shadow guards. Here's some. There's a lot of shadow guards here. And I've got to take them out. Awful lot of shadow guards. This mission is littered with difficulty to the max. This is... Maybe it's me, I've not played Star Trek in a while, but... This mission's really bad. I'll focus my weapon systems. See if we can upgrade them. The Nosy down again. But that's a running joke right now. I keep the Nosy. Because the Nosy spends more time in the canvas than Rembrandt. Where can I go? Let's open this scaleless map up here. Right, I have a lot of green cursors, so we'll head to this pile of green cursors over here. There's red dots appearing all over the map as I do this. Oh, you see the ring seat. Respawn point. We're gonna take the high roads because there's a lot of green circles around here. Looks like we need to go down here. Let's snipe them up here. We should have upper ground. I'm going to use my crouch ability. Yeah, my weapon shot's OP. I don't know what the Nosy's doing down there. I don't know why they like to tank so much. We're up here sniping them. And the only Muppet that's down here is that the Nosy, whose AI is pretty stupid. They should. I think I'm going to make the Nosy into have their own adventure series because they're so stupid. There's reasons why they keep dying in missions. Scan that. There's some more to go. I think there's a whole stack, as I said, there's a whole stack of green markers that seem to be right here. I don't know what's going on here. I'll just take all these guards out because they're in the way and I'm going to. I believe these other markers that I've got here must be for a reason. So these are the shadow guard. These are the elite of the elite Romulus. These are the Riemann forces. I know he's down again. So I am well fighting the best of Romulans, which kind of stands for why it was a hassle to try and beat them as it is. But it seems quite random to turn around and give me this mission. I think it's this one up here, isn't it? Okay, there's other conduits in here. What the heck were you doing? Leaping over my head. We'll send up my tank. Take my Nosy. I know you want to. She's a suicidal tactical officer with an attitude. Right, let's scan this conduit. Let's actually take a site sample. I thought that was the other conduit. Some guys coming here. I'm just gonna take everyone out. That way I can just deal with the mission because I can't like do any more of these Romulans, but there's far too many Romulans. I can't even redeem cursor markers there. We're getting ganked. There's guys from behind. And Nosy's down again. Let's switch the stealth module. Oh, come on, I'm John Cena. You can't see me. You're not supposed to see me, but you can see me apparently. Million guards can see through stealth. Yeah. I think ground abilities aren't too bad because ground sucks in Star Trek. Kind of sucks. But my ground equipment's not as bad as my starship equipment, really. Yeah, starship equipment is not too bad, but it's against some of the harder ones. I'm gonna take these guys out, don't I? They're in the way. Patrolling guards, also because we've got higher ground and we can go like that. Get you a bit of camera view. And I can always send the nosy down there for bait. Nosy is a tank one. Tanking ain't easy, no nosy. Tanking ain't easy. I think the other one's in here. There we go. See him again. Oh, sure, so shadow guard. Don't mind me, I'm just taking this. It's mine. I'm gonna collect some lithium samples. And we'll open some crates while we're here. Because why not? This is not this. Whoa! We've got there some weird orbit in this one. Look at how high she bounces. That's really some weird space there. There's one to the left here. If I could OP bounce over here. I think this is the other. No, this is more samples. I like the sniper rifle because you can actually just shoot them from this range. If they try and mount the cliff. Oh, I got flanked man. Ah, right. Right, you guys should be able to deal with us if I get this sorted. Stand this north conduit. I'm getting. There's more guys over there, guys. Yeah. Let's scan this conduit and there's roaming guys all over us. I've scanned all the power conduits. I'm just gonna get all this there's mineral deposits ever. There's stuff all over the map here. Right. Okay. I've analysed the data from the conduits and the samples and I've reached some conclusions, sir. First, the Riemann's method of mining is causing the planetoid to become extremely unstable. In fact, the situation is critical. If we don't do something, this planetoid could become another Praxis. Like Praxis, as in, if you remember the Klingons, this is a reference to Undiscovered Country, when Praxis imploded at the start. And this was run into by Captain Sulu on the Excelsior. And that led to the Undiscovered Country opening scene where they decided to try and help the Klingons because they had to have peace at that point because they were just destroying the planets that are mining. So this links into that as well. So this is quite a good episode linking to the movies itself. I think I can alleviate the problem, but we'll need to disable the northern conduit and reduce the power moving through the western one. Once we've done this, we need to increase power to the eastern conduit. That will stabilize the power flow. I'll take notes. Secondly, the signature of the samples matched that of the supernova material from the planetoid was used to create it. That means it was deliberate, Captain. The death of Romulus were murder. What? The deaths on Romulus were murder. This guy's just going off on a rant. We need to report our findings to Starfleet. Recommend we adjust the power conduits quickly and get back to the ship. Right. So if I get this proton matter, bounce over here. Oh, we have some dark guards which conveniently just appear in front of us. And I go good. Look at the backup troops down there. They just all happen to. Oh wow, I've got them from all angles. This happens to appear. I'm getting yanked. They transport in, and then everyone else transports in. That seemed a bit stupid. Same thing's gonna happen again. I'm gonna have to sort this mess out because they're transporting people in, an army or troops in instantly, and it all seems a bit unfair. I don't know what they're expecting people to do, but triggering all that to attack you at that point is kind of dickish maneuver. Right, getting the nosy up, and this time I'll reduce the power. Right, let's head down to that other one where everyone just appeared. So you get that patrol down there, and the patrol caused a lot of the chaos. Right, I got rid of the Shadow Guard Elite. That should give me a straight run to get this conduit this time. We're ready to increase power to the eastern conduit, Captain. If the Remans would talk to us or is attacking, perhaps you could work this out. Yeah. You go and tell the Remans that we're helping them. I'm sure they'll listen to diplomacy. Whoops. I've been attacking us constantly, and this mission is a good mission, but the difficulty level and just the amount of just nonsense going through this mission is crazy. I expect to go down here and it will just trigger a lot of guards to chase me. See? Right, well you guys do that, let me go and take these items. I actually do this because I'm covered in this nonsense. I'll go into the plasma fire sort of wears off. But redirect this, and then we're good to go. You just couldn't leave like you were told, could you? Typical Federation stupidity. You had your chance, now you've learned too much. Is he coming in to get me? Yep, he is. Now these ones transport down, but they don't come up to you, just kind of stand over there. Which doesn't make sense when the last groups did that, and those ones just stood there. And these aren't even the main guy. These are just troops that we sent down. There's another group of them there. Just sauntering over. If the other ones are transported across, why couldn't they transport them ones? Because surely they know the coordinates by now. They've been watching. They've done it a couple of times already. I get the box. You know, this big lock box. It's just standing there. My nose is going to die again. Some shadow guards are interfering. My nose is get killed because of patrol. This is even, oh my god, this is even extra to the original threat. That Captain Guard guy is trying to get me. Well, get some sort of U.S. Force field dome here. I was unfortunate to have to go to respawn section. I'm using a Commander Karatix using a weird force beam field thing. We'll get him now. The team wasn't fully focused on that because they were focused on the other mob. Whoa! I'm gonna take the force field dome out. You just keep focusing on Karatix. Exhaust his force field now. I'm using a drop kick! Ah, drop kick didn't work. Well, it was faithful. No more Commander Karatix. No doubt I'll still have to pick that ship up in orbit. You don't know. Like, we want revenge. You just mean want a lot of things, but I've killed your commander. Captain Commander Karatix is cloaked and called in for reinforcements. He's ran off before I killed him. Really? They all do that. We need to engage these support ships if we hope to stand a chance. Yeah. Bring it around, there'll be cannon fodder from my this thing's chasing my backside. I just slow right down to go past the bottom. That's unfortunate. It just flew over the top of me. I just could rattle my cannons off with it. What do I got now? Got a couple of waves. Let's look at that ship now. Just if we take three, I've really just beaten it up 3 times. Nah, I really worked out to beat you. I just pull away from these damn piano fuses here. The balance my shields it, and then come back around when these torpedoes faded. A whole stack of torpedoes should ring at me isn't really what I want to see. Let's get some distance, get some shields back up. Respawn again. Just happened to run and got a bit too eager.
Ship is under attack.
Can't get from distance. They seem to be attacking my weapons anyway. I think it's more or less because I beat it 2 or 3 times already. As long as you've done that, I've virtually critical the system. Even attacking me, look at him. I kind of glitched her out there. And I was saying that he got the last laugh, he killed me multiple times. The Cis Earth has been destroyed, Captain. We need to report what we've done to Admiral Tanay. Command will want to investigate in more detail. The people who caused the destruction of Romulus should be found and made to answer for their actions. Yeah, like you said. And we're going to report back to Starfleet. In a minute. We have much to consider, Captain, and the destruction of the Romulan homeworld was it a deliberate act. Not only was it mass murder, but that one event has been a major cause of the destabilization of the Romulan quadrant over the past 40 years. This one horrible act set up a chain of reactions that could change the Alpha Quadrant forever. We must show them who did this and why. Okay, set course for out here. Warp 6. Engage.